Alright, this is part 1 of 2 on how to animate text in After Effects. So let's go ahead and start by creating a new composition. We'll just call this text 1. Make sure it's 1280 by 720, 24 frames a second. 4 seconds is fine. Hit OK. Alright, so first we just want to use the text tool. So we can click here, or the hotkey is Command T. I'm going to type in something real quick. Alright, and it's not showing up because right now the color is set to black. So I'm going to highlight that, set it to white, and I'm going to just adjust this a bit in the characters palette. So I'm going to close that. Make that a little smaller, and then make this a little bigger. In fact, maybe I'll capitalize it. And then just move the lighting down a bit. And maybe I'll just make this a different color. So, alright, so we hit enter. Now to cause one word to pop up at a time, what we need to do is click down here, click that triangle, and then under text we see this animate with the arrow. These are all our different animation options. I'm just going to choose scale, and I'm going to unlink these so that I can control these independently. So I'm going to cause it to squish down vertically till it's at 0. Alright, and then under, let's see, where is it? Oh, sorry, it's range selector. I'm going to spin that down, and I'm going to start by clicking the stopwatch here because I want the start to be at 0%. And basically the range selector kind of goes through the text and starts from the beginning and moves through to the end. And when it hits the very end, it's at 100%. So at the beginning I want it to be 0%, and then at 4 seconds I want it to be 100%. And you'll notice as I'm dragging it, these words or these letters are popping in. And we've got this arrow right here, and that is the range selector. And I can actually drag that manually, but I want to drag that to the end. So I've got a keyframe here and a keyframe here. Alright, so next, what I'm going to do is kind of go through and have it pause after each word. But before I do that, I'm actually going to go to advanced. For units, make sure it's percentage, and then based on, set that to words. So that's going to go 1 word, 2 words, 3 words. Now that's a little too slow, like the speed of each word is too slow. So what I'm going to do is go up to the range selector. I'm going to drag this until I have 1 word up, so right about there, and that's at 33%. So I'm going to hit that for a keyframe, and it adds one right here, and I'm just going to move this all the way over to here, so maybe it takes half a second to come up, and then I'm going to have it pause for another half a second. So in order to get it to pause, I need the value 33% to last from here to here. So I'm just going to drag this back to 33. So between here and here we have no motion. And now this happens a little quicker. Now I'm going to go another half second, and I'm going to progress it until right about there. And then I'm going to hold that for another half a second. So I'm going to just type in 66, hold it there. And this one, I'm going to keep entering the full value. So right now it's rounding it up, so it's 65.6. If I hit 66, that should, yeah, keep that stable. So one word, two words, and then the final word. And I'm just going to bring this back in. And also I'm going to enable motion blur. And then I need to check this layer to make sure that it gets motion blur applied to it. Right now it's a little slow to see the motion blur. So what I'm going to do is highlight these, go into the graph editor, and what I can do is just grab this whole range and just compress it into like 1 second. So now let's see how that looks. So I'm going to hit RAM preview. So that looks alright. Might even compress the speed a bit more. So I'm going to select that and select that and then select that. I'm just going to move those forward. And that's going to cause this angle to be steeper, which is going to make the motion faster. So that might be a little too fast, so just, minor tweaking. Select those and then just move them back a little bit. Alright, and if I want to add like a little bounce or something to it, so like this last one, maybe I want it to bounce at the end, what I can do is just have it kind of go up and down a little bit. So I'm going to scoot forward just a bit, bring it down to maybe about 90 or 80, and zoom in a bit. Then have it come back up, and then down, and then back up. And then what I'm going to do is select those 2 points and apply this easy ease to it. That's going to make it bounce a little bit more. So let's check that out. Yeah, so you may want to just tweak it a bit. So maybe make this not as high and maybe make it a little shorter. So let's see how that looks. So yeah, so just a matter of tweaking, but that's the basic premise behind this animation method. Thanks.